Okay, welcome back to Jason Carey Guitar. I'm Jason Carey, and we're going to continue on with part 9B. And today we're talking of, this is actually section 8, chord reference charts from our dear friend, Mr. Ted Greene. And we're starting today covering pages 18 and 19. If you don't have the book, you can get a book right here in the card above or a link in the description. And the book that we're using looks like this. But don't worry, the book that you actually order, if you do decide to order in the link below and support the channel that way, we definitely love that and we definitely encourage it. You're going to see some blues and some oranges on the cover. The cover is a little different, but it's exactly the same book. And when we refer to 18 and 19 for pages, that's exactly what you're referring to as well. So we hope that you're joining along and following us along. And without further ado, let's just start talking about the C major 6th, or not the C, but we're actually using the E and A root notes. And we're going to explore these major 6 chords, which is a 6 or capital M6, which includes chord tones 1, 3, 5, and 6 in all of them. And I'm just using this is just a reference video in case you ever want to come back and bookmark these things and come find them again. We're on position number 5, and we start with a B in the bass, which is kind of cool. We don't have the need for, a duplicate root note, although we could, with a 1, 3, 6, and 1. But he's got us thinking about this. We're voicing this 6 chord right away with the 5 in the bass, the 3, the 6, and then the root note on the top. Okay, so then we run up to the I guess it's 9th position. It's still an E6, but now we have the 6 in the bass, so that's kind of innovative. So interesting. C minor 7, yes, but it's an E triad with the 5, the 1, and the 3, and the 6 in the bass. Next one is bottom of page 18. We're on position number 2. We have the 3. The circled tones, if you've been following along, are available to us, but we're mostly going to omit those. Those are additional tones we can add to the voicing if we choose. So we have the 3rd in the bass, fret 4, and then we have the root note, the 5, and then the 6, with a nice little first finger capo there on the D, G, and B strings. Yeah, very cool. A6. Now let's take a look at A6. We're on position 4 because we have to run the root note this time. This is the 6, the root and 6, with a very nice and that classic sort of 6 interval presenting itself first, then the 3, then the 5. And then if you want, you can go ahead, grab that high E string on the top, which is pretty darn near close to one of my favorite chord voicings ever. So let's take a look at the next one, back to position 2. We're looking at 3, root, 5, and 6 on the top. If you want to, you can double the 5. With that D, adding the D string in there. Okay, position 5, we've got the root, the 5, 3, 6, and then root note. Another great voicing. Relating to A, yeah. And moving right along, I'm using a pick here to just kind of mark our place so we don't skip anything. Position number 6 places us squarely on the root note with root 5 on fret number 3, 5, 7. Root 5 means, I'm just making reference to the root note of the chord being on string number 5. And I know some of us are familiar with that. And some of us are newly being exposed to it. So freshly being exposed to it. We've got that nice root note, 6, 3, and then 5 on the top. Really great sounding voicing with those B strings and high E strings intact. great stuff. Don't forget, try not to break that fourth finger knuckle here, and try to maintain that nice arch when we're doing chords like this, you know, just for health benefits. Ninth position, what are we doing here? We've got the 5, no, we've got the 6 in the bass, the 5, the 3. Oh, it's kind of like the what we were doing earlier. So we've got that minor 7 that, you know, any other world, any other planet, we would be playing F sharp minor 7, but this is the 6 in the bass, the 5, the root, and the 3 of the A6 chord. Yeah, very cool. We have the 5 to complete the last chord on page 18. We have the 5, root, position 6, 3, and then 6 on the top. All right, moving right along, position number 9. We're up here, kind of getting into the stratosphere. We've got the old 3, 6. The perfect 4 is really nice little setup here. We've got that 3 and 6. They are indeed perfect fourths away from each other. So then we've got that really nice minor 3rd on the top, and then a perfect 5th on top of it. So we have the 3, the 6, the root, and the 5. For a really great sounding voicing. Now let's take a look back to position 4. We've got the 6 in the bass note now, the 3, the 5, and the root note. Looks just like C sharp minor 7, doesn't it? But in today's application, we're using that as an E chord. 6, let's go to position 6. Oh, this is a nice one because we've got a 5, a root to 5, and then a 6. We've got that whole step buried right in the middle of the string of the chord sound. And a 5th on top of that, you know. So get some really nice qualities that way. In the 9th position, we've got that, let's say 6, let's say 3, let's say 5, let's say root note on the top. And then we have optional notes here that we could play. E6, very cool. 6th position, we're back on 7, 7, and then 6, 6. Now what we've got here is a 5, a 1, a 3, and a 6. And I'm just so happy that you're sticking around here with us here. And this is just such a great journey to be on together. Back to 2. We've got the 3, the 6, the root. Oh, the 3, the 6, the root. Let me shift some fingers around here, make some room. And then 5 on the top. Next one, A6. This is another one of my favorites. I think it's going to be pretty much just the root 5th, the 6. Again, it's that nice whole step buried in the middle of the chord. That dissonance there. It kind of goes away though, doesn't it, when you have that nice, the rest of the chord tones rounding it out. Here's another kind of, it's a give me, you know, it's like built on that, you know, the root 3, 5, 5, root 3, 6. You know, the end of any great jazz song, you know. We've got this really nice one on position 4 that's actually got the 6 in the bass, the 3, the 5, and 1. But we're asked, Mr. Greene has asked us for this particular voicing. You'll see the T with the circle around it, which is indicative of using the thumb. Yeah, very cool. If you're watching right here in America, you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. So I'm going to date stamp this video a little bit for us. So the next voicing is the root. It's an E, second staff or second line of chords on page 19. 1, 3, no, root 5, 6, and 3. Very nice. We have the next one on position number 5. Now, what I'm looking at here is a 6, 3 in the bass, and then a 6, another perfect 4th, followed up by a minor 3, and then a 5 on the top. Very cool sound, very cool voicing. A6 this is a nice guitaristic voice. I mean, it's got that perfect 5th, and then we're scattering that 3rd up above with a perfect 4th on the top of it. Yeah, very cool sounds, open quality chords. We have a root, a 5 for the next one. We're on position number 9, so actually we're on 6. Let's call that, what is that? Does that make sense here? Root 3, oh no, 6, 3, gee whiz. Skip all the way up to the G string for that. So we have a 6, 3, root 5. Great idea, great voicing. I don't use that enough for the E. Don't forget to try to keep your ears on the root note so that we can, especially when we're using sixes in the bass, if we don't keep our eyes on the prize or ears on the deers, we get this really nice E6. Beautiful voicing, beautiful concept. Now we're down here on position number 4. We've got 3, 6, and then we're going to take those two notes and then jump up to 5 and 1. Great voicing on the guitar. Again, position 6, we're going to be on 2. We're using the second finger to bar, and then we're coming back to finger 1. And then we've got 5, root 6, and then 3 next. Oh, what is it? What am I doing here? Oh, 1's going to be on, 6 is going to be on the G string. I'm so fortunate to have such forgiving friends in this world, and that includes you, so thank you very much. So we have also position number 9. Let's take a look at it. We're on position 9, stretching back to grab that 9, because we need that 6 on the top. But we're using, let's use the root note, the 3rd, the 5, and then the 6, and let's put that whole step on top of the voicing. Oh yeah, very cool. Another one coming in on position number 5 that we lean way back for. So 5, 6, 7, 9. We're using 3, 5, 6, and then root on the top. So we've got these really interesting voicings that are kind of clustered on top of the next. Very cool. And again, these are all closed voicings. You could also use notes or just sing the root notes to ourselves so that we can actually identify where the root note is. Okay, important to tonicize the root note. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're on the last one on the second row down on page number 19. So we've got a 5, we've got a 6, we've got a root note. Oh, hey, 5, 6 root note, and then 3. That's a great voicing, isn't it? Deceptively cool. And then 7th position, we've got, so we're going to be on 9. So we have a 6, a root, a 3, and a 5. One of my favorite voicings right here, for sure. The 9th position, we're going to have at, what is it? It looks like we're going to be on 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're reaching way up there to grab that 3, that 5, and then 3rd finger comes back to grab the 6, the root, and then the 3. What a great voicing. All right, A6 is going to look something like this one. It's got the 6 in the bass, position 5. So we got 6, root, 3, 5. Position number 7, we're moving up to include, oh, wow, we're going for 7. So we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that ringing a bell? So how many frets is this? 1. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go to 12. We got root, 3, 5, and the 6 on the top. This is a great little piano voicing. Just wanted to shore that up and be sure that we're doing the right things here. Root, 3, 5, and 6. And that's a very lovely closed voicing. All right, A6. Let's take a look. Position 4. We're looking at root, 3, 6, and position 4, we have root, 3, 6, and then 5 on the top. So we're setting ourselves up for a nice little close cluster in the bass, and then separating the melody. Another option here is E6 or in position 7. So we've got 9, which is 6. They're coming back to root 5 and then 3. Another cluster on the bottom end of things. And again, we do have the root note here on fret 7. Position 4, we're coming in with, let's see, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6, 3, 1. You could bar that to include 5, 6, 3, 5, 1, 3, and double those circle tones that are in use in play here are duplicates of tones that are already existing in that voicing. Fret 7, we're going up to be, this is an A chord in relation to A, so we've got a 3 in the bass, a 5, a 1, and then a 6 on the top of that. Yeah, all right. Let's take a look at 2, position number 2, A6 again, 3, 5, 1, and then 6, same thing, but we realize, wow, we can play that in 2 different places, same chord. Sometimes, you know, we might want to thicken it up with using the this voicing down here, and then this voicing up here has lighter strings, so it does give us a textural difference, and it can, for sure. Position number 4, we're going to use root note. Let's see, 5, 6, 7. I see 1, 2, I see a root note, so correct me if I'm wrong here. I see 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I see, okay, this is an A chord, thank you. So we've got a 5, a 6, a 3, and then a 1. Very nice voicing. E6 going to be on 2nd fret. We have 6, a root, 6, root, 5, and 3. Very cool stuff. We have a root note. We're moving right along, 6th position. Root 3, 6, 5 on the top. Next one is position number 4. We have a 3, 6. Oh, skip that G string and then 5, 1. 3, 6, 5, 1. And then we have another A6. Surprise, surprise. 5, 1, 6, 3. Oh yeah, what a great sound. Yeah, what a great, just brilliant stuff. And we're all over the neck here. We have for an E6, we have the 6 in the bass this time, the 3, and then the root, and then the 5. Yes, we do. 7. We're just going to use this really nice root 5. We could use all of these notes. Root 5, root if you want to double it. If you don't want to double it, you don't want to use that optional tone, that circle tone, you could use root 5, 3, and then 6 on the top. Now, what's going on here in this next position? We have position number 5. This is an A6. So we're going up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it looks like he's asking us to reach to 10. On the D string, which makes sense because now we're looking at I don't know, does that make sense? 12 is what he's asking us to do. So we've got to reach way up there. Good thing I have my glasses on here. So we're going back from the 3 to the 5 to the 6 to the 1. And again, another nice closed voicing. Beautiful stuff. Just could sit here and work this out all day long. But these are the kinds of voicings that we want to really master and get comfortable with and come and revisit those. I can go on, but I won't. So let's go to position 9. Let's go up to 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it looks like. So we're using E6, root 3, 5, and then 6 on the top. Yeah, another E6 on position 7. We've got a few more rows to go here, but we're just going to work through it. 7 is, let's see, we would have the 5, the 1, and then I think we would use the 6 and then the 1, and then, so what we're actually going to use are the actual recommended tones, which are the 6, root, 3, and 5. A6 is going to look like this on position 5. Oh yeah, great separation between bass voices and upper voices. Nice open chord sound. Very nice sound. So we have, also we have another E6 on position 9, which looks like we're using 6 in the bass again, and then 3, 6, 3, and then 5, 1. Great stuff. 7, let's take a look at this one. E6, we're using 5, 1, 3, 6. So we're definitely benefiting from the range and exploring the range of the pitch, the range of the guitar, and by using notes that are lower in, let's go to position 4 to talk about this. So we have the 3, the 6, the root, and then the 5 on the top. We're just exploring these really wide open voicings that, you know, lead us into different sonic territories. You know, we have this 5, root, 3, 6. Next one is position 4. We have the 3, 3, 6, root, 5, which is really cool. Sounds like a completely different chord. Okay, A6. Here's another kind of cliche. This is a great sounding chord. This is a great sounding chord. Totally guitaristic chord. Just a lot of fun to play. Root, a root doubled, and then 3, 6, and then you could use the root up high if you want. A6. Now E6 is on position 9. We're using the root. We're using this. We're getting a little crafty with the finger layout here. You know, you can use whatever you like. I'm using root, 3, 6, root, 3, 6, root, 3. And then we could use 6 on the top if you want. A6. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at fret 2, position number 2. So we've got root, 6, reaching way back there for the 3. So we're cleaning up, we're tightening up these voicings. By the way, we're not using the 5th right here right now. So this changes the sonority of the sound a little bit. And I know you appreciate it. So I just hope you have fun enjoying those differences. We have another one, position 5. We have root, 3, 6, root. So we're cleaning this up. This is not it's not an ad. This is just a 6th chord. And then we have the 3, the 7th position. Let's take a look at that. We have the 3 in the bass, root, 6, and then 5 again on the top. Or 3 on the top, right? Yeah. Right. Don't forget to use the root notes because we need to keep ourselves grounded once again. So we've got that 5th position. So we've got the root, 3, 6, root. A6, again, we've got the root, 3, 6, root again. And 9th position. Let's crank right through this one. This is a little bit of an ask right here. So we have the root, we have a 3, a root note, a 6, and then a 5 on the very top. So we're really enjoying like some really great gifts the guitar has to offer in the way of voicings and joy here. So 7th fret, 6. So we have the 5 of the E6, the 3, the root note. Whoa, hey, the root note, and then the 6 on the top. Okay, and then we have the E6, which is 9. Oh, wow, yeah, we have the 6, 5, 3, and then root. And what a great, you knew this one was coming, but what a great voicing. E6 on position number 6, so we're going to be on 5, and then we're using the 3, and then the root note, and then, wait a minute, no, 6 in the bass, right? So E6, right? So 6 in the bass. We're going back to the 3 of the chord, and then the root note of the chord, and then the 5 on the top. Yeah, sorry about that. I got a little bit backwards. A6, we're using 7, 8, 9 root note, and then we're using, I think I'm going to use this fingering because we've got to reach up here for the 5. We have the 3 for this A note, we have the 3 root, and then the 6, and then the 5 on the top. What a beautiful sound. Brilliant stuff. All right, number 2, we're using 5. All right, position number 2, root position A6. We have the 5, and then the 3 and the 6 on the top. Yeah, that's a nice one. Beautiful voicing. Position 4, we have the 5 root 6, 5 root 6, and then 3 on the top. Oh, hey, watch out. Yeah, if you're not careful, we could finger pick the wrong string. So we'll just be mindful of what the right hand is doing to track these notes down, track down these strings, and execute. So we've got that A chord here. Again, we have the 5 root, and then we're jumping up here to the 6 root 3. Very nice chord sound. 4, position 4, we have the 3 of the A root note, 3 in the bass, root, 6, root note on the top. 3 root, 6 root. Oop, hard to get that. Oh, in tune. I think my 3rd finger, yeah. What's going to happen is the 3rd finger is going to pull on that D string a little bit, so we have to counteract that. You'll figure that out now that we're aware of it. 5 is the root note, 6, and then we're using 5, 6. So we have the root note, the 6, the 5, and then the 3. Oh, I'm using the wrong string here. So we're using, let me put those together, right? I don't play this one a whole lot, but I'm going to now. What a great shape. And then also we have the 7 flat, 7th position, 3, 5, root, 3. Okay, 7th position, we're using the 6 in the bass, the root, and then 5, root, 3 on the top. And then if you wanted to, you can grab that alternate note. Coming up to the last row of chords, we're on position 5 on page 19 of Ted Greene's Chord Chemistry, and we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're again on A root note. We have a 6, a root, a 5, a 6, a root, 5, and a 3. Oh yeah, this is what we get up out of bed in the morning for right here, right? All right, so position number 4, we have 4, 2, and he's given us fingering suggestions on this one, 2, 3, 1, so we can actually get that first finger to finger out we have the root note, the 3, the 6, the root, and then the 3. Beautiful 5-note voicing, and now we've reached a place where we find ourselves at the last row of page 19, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chords left. Position 5, we start right away. I can see we're starting with a 3, the 6, the root, and then the 5 on the top. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Make sure you let your fingers slip off the fretboard so that you can create these really cool mistake-sounding things. Audience members like that, when you can pick out those little things. And we don't want to miss an opportunity here. 7th position, we've got this 2, we're barring, and then finger 1 goes, but now we're on A again now. We've got the 2, 2, and the 1, and then the 4, we're going to reach way up to 5 again. So we have the 3, 6, 1, and then 5 on the top. Great voicing, very nice. We're back here on A6 again, but we're on position 2 with root 3, 5, and then 6 on the top. So big reach. Playing triad on the bottom deck, and high out in left field, we've got that 6 floating around up there. Very nice voicing. Sixth position, we're going to be on, let's see, 5, second finger, 5, root, 3, and then 6, way up. A similar thing happening here. We've got the melody separated way up high from the chord voicing. Next to last voicing here is the A6. We've been instructed once again to use the thumb. We have the thumb, which is the root, the 5, the 6, the 3, and the 5. So a very nice opportunity to, again, bend unintended consequences where we bend strings that we don't want to bend. So have fun with your efforts on that one. Position 7 is going to be, looks like we're right here on 3 and then 6. And then for this E6 chord, we have a 3, a 6 root note, and then we skip up to grab that 5. Yeah, great opportunity here. And the final chord, the A6 that we're ending this session with, is going to be finger 2, 1, 4, and then 3. So we have the, wow. Let's take a quick look at how to get that third finger smashed over and that fourth finger rounded up and over. So we have a root, 6, 3, 5, 1. And that, my friends, is how we travel through pages 18 and 19. Now, these are great places to live and operate, and I would recommend just revisiting these things and take each one of these chords. And Mr. Mark Knopfler, I think I read at some point that he does, every time he learns a new chord, he writes a song with it or a riff. So I'm not sure if you're aware of the backing tracks that we're starting to generate. But if you haven't checked out the backing tracks, I'm going to start incorporating some of these more complicated chord vamps so that we can be in a position to solo over these things. So keep an eye out for those. Check out it's a backing tracks playlist right here at jasoncareyguitar.com on YouTube. And I could go on, but I'm going to say the obligatory stuff. No, I'm not. You know what to do. Just take what you're doing and have a good time with it. Be a little serious. It's okay to be serious and take yourself seriously, but it's so fun just to make a joyful sound with the guitar and share it with our friends and families and the world at large. And I hope that works for you. And see you again next time in the very next session on this channel. And until that time, happy picking, I think. Yeah, let's go with happy picking today.